Good morning YouTube. Today just going to do another review of the Garmin Edge 810. Extremely muddy, but great to be out. And, let's go to the review now. Okay, so here we have the Garmin Edge 810. In terms of the size of this device, it's between the Edge 1000, which is kind of Garmin's top of the range product, and the 520s and the Edge 800 as well. So it kind of comes in between those sizes. And when you turn on the Garmin, you'll be presented with this screen here. So this is currently on the train setting. It is touchscreen, so if you tap on the relevant button, you can change it to race. So if you're looking at riding in, if you're looking to different events where you might want different parameters on your screen, this is a very useful feature. So if you go back to just train, and then when you're ready, click ride. As you can see, presented with a variety of different bits of information that you're after. So for me, I like to have speed, distance, elapsed time, time of day, and average speed. And as you can see, looking to acquire satellites. Also, I've got the direction of where I'm going, which is useful if I'm say touring and I'm not entirely sure where I'm going, but I know I need to head a certain direction. That's a useful feature. And also distance to go, which is something that is good when you're doing a route. So once you acquire satellites, you'll be notified, and then you can tap this this button here, and so it started there. Obviously I'm not moving, so these sort of things aren't moving, but obviously they would if you're on the bike and you'd acquired all the satellites. So that's really good. You can stop by pressing that button, and you can then discard or save the ride. So I could just discard that ride. In terms of modifying the settings, you can click and hold there you go. So if you click and hold, you can then see all the different sort of parameters that you'd like to use. So cadence, calories, courses, cycling dynamics, distance, elevation, blah blah blah. List goes on. So obviously a lot of different options there. And again, with the 810, there's quite a lot of emphasis on navigation. So what you can do is upload a route. So for example, I've just done a route here, number 1, and then loads the course up, and then you can then click on the map here, which shows what that route is, and when you click ride, it will then give you the option to navigate to the beginning of the course. I don't think this is a particularly useful feature, as I don't have maps that are installed using a micro SD card. That's something I will come on to later, but it is a good device when you're following a route that you've exported from Strava to the device. So that's really good. That's a really good feature. Okay, so I got this Garmin back in Christmas of 2015. So I've had this Garmin for quite a while, say 3 years now. And I just thought I'd go through some of the sort of pros and cons with regards to the device. So first of all, it's worth to note that I actually have one of these warranted right off the bat. So basically I think I left the USB port slightly open, and as a result I think water got in. So for the next few rides I tried to upload, it wasn't registering in my computer that I was trying to upload it to. That was a bit of a pain, but I called Garmin and they said they were willing to give me a replacement for free using the warranty. So that was really good. If you do buy these products new, you should have a warranty. And I got that warranted in the summer of 2016. So I've had this one here for maths. Yeah, two and a bit years. So anyway, that was good. With regards to the price, I looked online and you get these new for like £410, which is extortionate, I think, given what you're getting. But I think this might be due to limited supply. I know that a lot of people are buying the sort of 520s and the Garmin 1000, and there's also an 820 as well. So I think that that may have caused the remaining sort of new Garmins on the market to be quite pricey. In terms of the positives I liked about this Garmin, I really liked the battery life. So battery life on this Garmin, at least 14 hours. I did a ride where I started at about 7 in the morning and didn't get back till about 9 o'clock that night. So that's a good 14 hours of battery life, and I don't think it was even really low when I got back. So I think it definitely could have had another 1 hour or so in the tank, maybe more. So battery life for this is perfect. Really good feature. Another good feature that I hinted at earlier was the fact that there's lots of data, so you can amend the units that you're looking at and the information that you're looking at, and that means that you can sort of do what you like, and you get a lot more flexibility compared to some of the sort of older styles. Another good feature is the fact that you can upload this to Garmin Connect. You can pair it with your smartphone, which I have done in the past, and I have found that useful, especially when you don't have sort of internet connection, so you can use the network. So that's really good. Covers as well for it, which I've got on here. So just get that on. So pretty cool. Yeah, this is also a device that can show power and also heart rate. So some Garmin's, I know the Edge 200 doesn't have this particular feature, which was my old Garmin before this one. Couldn't show power and heart rate, whereas this one can. So if you do have a power meter, definitely get a high-end Garmin. So maybe not necessarily the 810, but maybe the 820 or the Garmin 1000, as that will be really handy for you to have. Same goes for riders using heart rate as well. In terms of the feature that I didn't think were that good about this product was the maps on this. I went touring and it was fine when you were on the route and you were following it. It's fine, gave you good directions to let you know when you had to turn left or right, for example. But when you did get off the map, it wasn't very good at getting you back on course. And also some of the sort of roads on the map weren't very accurate. So I knew I was cycling on such a road, but I wasn't on it on the map. I was sort of to the left of it, which was a little bit sort of off-putting. I know that you can download SD cards with information on, with maps on, that you can get off online for free, I believe. I will leave the link to that below. That once you have downloaded maps, that makes the navigation a lot better for this product. So I would recommend that if you do want this Garmin, make sure you get maps, the SD card with maps on, because that will make your experience for this product a lot better. Having said that, I have managed to do a lot with this without SD cards. So either option really. One thing that I've noticed, I'm not sure if this is just me being stupid or whether or not it's actually not possible, but sometimes, say you don't have a Garmin mount on your bike, but you still want to record the ride and you want to put it in your back pocket of your jersey, I don't think you can actually turn the screen off when carrying on recording. Let me know if I'm wrong there, but I found that if you sort of put it in the back pocket of your jersey, because it's touchscreen, and you sort of moving around a bit, that will mean it sort of fiddles with the settings and it's just not ideal. That's one reason why I'm an advocate for non-touchscreen Garmin's like the Edge 200. Anything else that I've missed? No, that's about it really. As I said, online, get these for about £400. I think that's just too expensive for 2018. I think the technology that's coming through for sort of GPS cycling computers has got so much better in the last 3 or 4 years that you can get a lot more for your money. And the reason for the high price, I think, is because there's just not a lot of these on the market. But you can, I believe, pick up these pre-owned for just over £100, I think. So maybe look at getting a pre-owned one that you can see online. But if you're looking at getting a new one, I would strongly recommend getting the 820 or the Edge 1000 if you want all the settings, because I just don't think £400 these days is really good value for money. But that is everything. I think I've pretty much covered it. If you do have any questions about this, please comment down below and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. But thank you very much for watching another OutTheSaddle review. Take care. Cheers.